all greet me by saying sorida. Sorida. And you may mirror me on this, but when we do the activity, you will have a partner and you will not be mirroring them. Because if you're putting up your right hand now and they're putting up their right hand, what will happen? It'll be a laugh, okay? So don't let that screw you up, okay? So this is Shona. Sorida. Sorida. It means hello, okay? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha. Aloha. Aloha, guten Tag. Aloha, guten Tag. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour. Bonjour. Good day. Good day. Bonjour, good day. Bonjour, good day. Sorida. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour, good day. Konnichiwa, shalom. Konnichiwa, shalom. And language would be Shona. What would this be? Can we speak English? Italian, German, French, English, Japanese. Okay, so we're going to do just a little activity with this, but we're also going to work on a little memory game, okay? So I only had 3 colors of ink. I'd like to do it with 4 colors, but 3 colors work. So I'll go through it one more time with you, and you have to do the motions then without me next. So really concentrate, okay? Here we go. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour, good day. Konnichiwa, shalom. Very good. Say it without me. Ready? Go. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour, good day. Konnichiwa, shalom. Good. This time it's a little more of the range in your voice, okay? Ready? Go. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour, good day. Konnichiwa, shalom. And this time we're going to speed it up a little bit about like sorida, ¿qué pasa? All 1, 2, ready, go. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour, good day. Konnichiwa, shalom. One more time, ready, go. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour, good day. Konnichiwa, shalom. Very good. Stand up, everyone, and find a partner to the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Tomorrow my session is going to be after the outro. No, you're ready. Yeah. And the chairs are going to be out here or off to the side. So we'll be able to do a lot of circle things tomorrow that I kind of wanted to do. I would normally do this in a circle, and I'd have 1 outside circle and 1 inside circle. And it's really hard for you to move in these chairs, I know, but all I'm going to ask you to do is each time we do it is to just find a different part. Very, very good, okay? All right? So, and the other thing I'm going to ask you to do is use more of your voice. So we get, Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. You just really use your voice more, okay? As soon as you say it, I'm going to give you a prompt to share with your partner, okay? So just be ready to go, and then when I start to say Sorida again, you're going to move around and find another partner, and then with Konnichiwa, shalom. Okay? All right, so with your partner now, ready? Here we go. Sorida, ¿qué pasa? Aloha, guten Tag. Bonjour, good day. Konnichiwa, shalom. And the prompt would be, to this point in the convention, that you've enjoyed the most? Share with your partner. To learn more about at this conference that you haven't found out anything about yet? That you got this morning. Because you know I didn't teach half of what was in there. I told you we were going to be working on it. And I did. I told you that. And this is under relationships. This is under relationships. And under relationships, there's a place that it says canons. And then it says ostinatos. Do we see that? Yes. Yes? Yes. Okay, we're going to have some soloists in a minute. So get yourself out of that, get dessert for dinner. Everybody find the part that says ostinatos. I will read it to you. I hope there soon will come a day when we can all stand up and say, I think the world is gonna be okay. Hey, happy day. Now, we're all gonna go, hey, happy day. Let's practice that. Hey, happy day. And then after we go, hey, happy day, your ostinato's gonna start again, okay? And you can experiment with ostinatos. We're just going to keep building it. But I did not sing a melody because there isn't one for the beginning part. This is going to be an improv. So I will ask for some soloists to come up and sing, I hope there soon will come a day when with me, and you have to make up the melody to it, okay? So, do I have any volunteers? No. All right, let's go back. Let's go back then to the ostinatos. Would you start us off, please? Let's do just kind of a low ostinato, really. Oh, let me Actually, the Sorry Gal, I got that off the internet. You can get on there and find stuff like that. But this particular song, I was just trying to find something to encourage people to sing ostinatos and also do improvisation at the same time. And it works pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, it's just fun. And it's just that, poor Travis, give him a hand. Okay, so I am sort of on page 1 on repertoire on that handout. I've been kind of moving around a little bit. And it basically talks about, we talked a little bit this morning about repertoire for rehearsal. And now we're talking about repertoire for performance, but honestly, if you're not serving the needs of the kids in rehearsal, then it's not worth looking at performance anyways, is it? So I think rehearsal always comes first. I am very big on texts, the text of the music. I'm very big on having them feel and express. I honestly never have students in children's choral just raise their hand and ask a question during rehearsal. We just don't. But oftentimes, I'll stop after we're doing something and I'll just go, does anybody have something to say about that? And then they'll raise their hands and give feedback on that. I like to ask very open-ended questions. And to me, the most open-ended question is just, and they get real used to that, and they know, well, I can talk about anything that I was thinking about during that song. But we have to provide the repertoire first that will help them do that. So music that will help them feel and express. Select music of substance and quality no matter what the genre or level of difficulty. So this morning in my packet there was a lot of really easy music. But that doesn't mean that it's not musical music, and it wasn't music that they couldn't express on. So I look for music that's attainable, that they can sing, and that will then take them to the next step that maybe they have to work a little harder on. But I always look for text, and I always look for stories. Down a little further on your page, I think my page is a little different. It says concert programming and an example. And that's how I think maybe we have often thought of programming throughout the years. Entrance or an opener, early music, Baroque, classical, ending up with secular, sacred, or hysterical, or historical. But I would encourage you instead to think about your rehearsal programming and your concert programming as a result as to what enables vocal development, movement, music literacy, all those things, ending with community building and fun. The other night I gave you a list of repertoire for Venus for the women's choirs, and it was put into categories of music that inspires, or music in delectable languages, things like that, which was a little different way to lump those together. Tonight's handout on repertoire is just in kind of like mini concerts, and you might want to put 4 or 5 of those together on a program. But there's so many awesome programmers in this audience, I don't know why I'm telling you that, and you have much better ways to do it than that. But maybe that will spark some other types of creative juices in here. So I thought I would tell you, along with that programming, a little bit about what I did in high school with all my choirs when it came to during the concert with music. How many of you have to give a lot of assessments in your choir program? Really, not that many? Because I certainly did, and I recorded every singer every 9 weeks. They had a song that they did every 9 weeks, and then along with the control song, they also did a song of music, some music we were working on, and then they scored themselves on a rubric, and then I listened to all those, and I scored them on a rubric, and I mean, it was quite involved. I would not go back to that, but I really liked this. They did a paper on each song that we did, and it asked things like, title, you don't have it in your handout, I'm just telling you about this. It asks the title of the piece, the composer, the meter, the tempo, the key signature, language and country of origin, and then musical period and style. And then they were asked to describe the music and what terminology was used in the music, problems, personal interpretation of the text. Why do you think we studied this music? I love that, because every time I would ask a new student in choir, why do you think we did this song? Oh, because it was upbeat. Or it was something the audience would like. It was upbeat. I think the audience liked it. They don't know why we choose music. And so as the year goes on, and when we start to go through this repertoire review that they did, we go, oh. So what we were working on in that music was this, and I learned this. And then at the end of the year, they put all those papers together in just this chart that says a year in review. And it's just columns, and they do their title, their composer, their period, their style, language, main objective, and then they chart across there what types of music they've done and what they've accomplished through the year. We were talking about students taking choir more than 1 year in a row, and how that is getting to be a problem in the colleges. There are some high schools where it's a problem also. But I think that if you are looking at your year in review, do you teach the same music every year? So if you have something like, I'm not saying this is an answer, I know you guys are much smarter than I am and you've been through this problem, but I would have this year in review that each student would do for me at the end of the year, and it would show not only the individual pieces they did, but oh, we did this many Baroque, and we did this from the Romantic period, and we did this spiritual, and we did this many in minor, and this many in major, and all that. And then the next year we fill in the spaces, so that most of those students would be in my choirs for 3 years in a row, and they would have that year in review. That also makes us pretty accountable. But I did it because I want students to be accountable. I want them to come up with their own grades. And then, of course, it was just a completion grade. Anyways, that's just something I throw at you when it comes to repertoire. We're going to sing through about 3 songs right now. You've got your packet. And we're going to start with Gloria TV, which I love to teach because it's by Bernstein. And I just don't think we sing enough of that. And so let's stand up, everybody, okay? I love it. Back then, he was right for bongos, wasn't he? We're going to go about bop, 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 bop. Here we go. Gloria, TV, Gloria, TV, Gloria. Gloria, TV, Gloria. Amen. Sia kudum isa. add some parts. There's a percussion fill. So when we get to the percussion fill, everybody have at it. And you can do your own thing there. Let's start out about, everyone.
I had my women up in the front of the church, and I had my children's choir who can actually do this. Well, so can the women, but they can do that at a time. Came processing in down 4 aisles. And then I had my little ones who are 2nd grade through 5th grade. And there's no way they can do that. I mean, they can, but they're not going to stay together, you know. So we have it wasn't this piece that we did. There was a place in the middle where it had a percussion type thing like we just did. So everybody had been singing and the audience had no idea that the little choir was going to sing it with us. And we got to the interlude where it was all the instruments were going, and the kids just came running in. And then they ran into the audience and was like, oh! And then when they got up in front, then they could move with us, and they just ran. So that was kind of fun. That was very fun. All right, let's do one more song here before we go back to some nuts and bolts. Tatovina. And if you have a very fine violinist, this is a wonderful song to have them play on. 63. Macedonian folk song. It's been out for a while. I did this with a little 6th grade violinist who was quite wonderful about.
Oh
fatherland, a broad field, peace in holy forest. O fatherland, a field of dew, you are my love. So it's about love of the land. Just anytime I've done that, the kids fall in love with it, and they sing so musically. Just really sing this. Let's go over to the page that says relationships, and we'll move on just a little bit here. I see people fading. It's been a long day, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Thought I'd show you just a couple things here. I know that we all use these for games and stuff in our choirs, but one of the most effective uses I've found for tennis balls, or especially these kind of fishing balls, is when I get a couple guys, well, it could be girls, in my choir that are having one of two things. One, having a really hard time settling down, or second, they can't find their falsetto voice or their head voice. They're having a hard time with their high notes. And so I don't say a thing to the rest of the class about it. I just throw them these balls. And then I don't even look at them the rest of the period. They're just over there. Just going like that. And they're loosening up. And I've had guys come back to me and say, that was the most awesome thing you used to do when you just throw that ball at us, you know. So, we do it in grade school, don't we? We always have manipulatives for the kids to use, somebody who's a little hyperactive. These are kind of fun, they're kind of pushy. And then these are kind of the same thing, just a little different. And, you can get them with lights in them and stuff. It's a little sometimes that gets a little out of hand, just a little out of hand. I was showing Chris this before rehearsal. I know, I just have all these stupid little things, but I have so much fun with them. You'll have to try this out after the session. I picked this up at a toy store, and it wasn't like a $2 thing. It was like $12. And if you go to use it, you probably should. Should have put wipes up there. I didn't. But you can honestly hear the breath. I mean, it works just like a real one, so that if I were to have, I'm going to check your breathing out, okay? So, oh wow, that's loud. It's kind of cool. And like I said, I just like to have stuff like that hanging around. One thing that is at the top of this page of relationships, it says change your seating. And one way is to say, to the count of 10, everybody sit next to somebody else, and then I 10. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. You go somewhere else. But what I find works really well, especially with my adults, is I have these colored squares, and sometimes we sit in a certain seating order, and then other nights they'll come in and it'll just say orange sopranos, blue second sopranos, yellow first altos, and they'll find their color and I'll put them around on different chairs. So instead of having a block of sopranos and a block of altos, maybe we're just starting to do it for the first time, so I'll put like 2 together. And then as we get, as we're really in a shotgun or an exposition, I just put a different color on each chair. And that way I'm kind of melding where I want the sounds coming from, but they just go pick their color. And then they can sit next to different people. That's pretty basic, but it has worked very well for me. One thing that I'll do quite often, because I like the sound this way, is that if the sopranos are blue, I might put just a single blue all over the room. All my blues are just by themselves. And then maybe my second sopranos are having a harder time with their part, and I'll put 3 of those together. I'll put them in groups of 3. And it's just something different. I date my seating charts so that I never use the same seating chart 2 nights in a row. And then I only have to do like 3 seating charts in these, and I'm set for the whole semester. And they come in and they look to see where they sit every night. So that way I think it just kind of builds relationships a little bit. Send your vote police to somebody. These are also really good for sending a vote police because they're light, so you can throw them out. We did the Tai Chi breath today, calling out solo singers, and also today we did the conductors with the do re mi. So we've done some of that. I have people up in front all the time listening and watching. And the kids never know what I'm calling them up for. I'll say, I need a group of 6 who would like to come up. And they never know whether to raise their hand or not, because once they get up here, I might say, all right, this group of 6 is going to sing a song for us now. You know. Or I might say, all I'd like you to do is just listen, just watch. And then when they're done watching, many times they'll just say, thank you, have a seat. Because they don't need to say anything, because they've learned from watching. But other times I'll say, would you share some positive comments with us? And they learn so much from watching. You know, I don't know, with my little kids choir, guess who's always in the front row? The littlest ones, the 9-year-olds. And they don't know what's happening behind them. So they tend to be the stiffest because they're afraid that nobody's doing anything back there. So I'll bring them up quite often just to watch. They love to conduct. They love to give comments, but the whole idea of that is just for them to watch. The other thing I'll do sometimes, and I won't make you do this because we're big people and these chairs are not winger chairs, but I have winger chairs in a rehearsal and I'll just say, okay, front row, everybody stands, front row turns around and faces the second row. Third row turns around and faces the fourth row, but then I'll put the first row and the fourth row up on the chairs so that they're singing down at the second and third row. And it just gives a little better sound and helps them see and hear each other. You know, when people don't move, it's because they're self-conscious, so how can we break that self-consciousness? They want to see what everybody else is doing. So give them an opportunity to sit out and watch quite often. And I think that's kind of been my secret with it. It's being comfortable, as I just let them out a lot to do that. Okay, a little further down that page, we have something that says Mary had a little lamb. Okay, so do you all know Mary had a little lamb? Okay, I'm going to make you stand up again. Okay, so stand up, and to the count of 10, find a partner you haven't had before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, would you just make sure you know the poem, so would you just, to your partner, be saying, Mary has a little lamb. Ready, go. You are in an argument with your partner. So, as you say it, you are arguing with them. Now, you need to look ugly, all right? Look ugly. No punches. Ready? and you're reading the book to your children. There you go. And come up and be a soloist, and I had some amazing performances. And then I had some different masks and wigs. Okay, is Lori still here? She took off.
Lori Marie?
Are you here, Lori? Yes. Okay, so Lori, you were kind of mean to Pat and I the other night, so it's way back time. I'm going to make this kind of sweat in a minute. First, I'm going to teach you some. No, you can come on. First of all, we're going to play two different kinds of ping pong. The first kind of ping pong we're going to play is a musical ping pong, okay? And I probably lost my pitch after that witch, so ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, just go down the scale singing ping pong. There you go.
Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, just go down.
It's always going to sound okay? When I point to you, you need to sing. So I'll make it really simple to begin with. This is this side of the room, this is this side of the room. You're just going to sing ping, you're going to sing pong. Ready, go. Ping pong. Let's find pitch, okay? Ready, and.
Ping pong, 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 ping pong.
Okay, we're going to go a little faster. And the idea is pitch, okay? Ready? And this means everybody sings. Ready?
Ping pong, 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 ping pong.
Now we're going to have ping pong wars, okay? So we need a representative from this side of the room who would stand up for their side of the room and give it up for ping pong. All you have to do is sing ping pong. One person.
Sure.
Oh, awesome. No, she's going to get hers. Okay, all right. So, are you challenging?
Sure.
All right. So, I'm going to be really nice to you. You guys are the judges. All right. So, really listen because we want to see who is the most exact on ping pong.
Ping pong,
volunteers? I didn't make you guys vote on who won. All right, okay. Oh, who would like to be the challenger? Okay, we have a challenger. All right. Okay, we're going to judge these guys now. Okay. All right. Yep, you got money in mouth? Okay. All right. Kids have a whole other sense of meaning. Applause meter, over here, please. How many people? Applause meter. Now that's the second person. You know what? The second person always gets more. Now we're going to do a visual ping pong. Okay, and Lori, that's you and me. Okay, so come on up. All right. Actually, this is just something that my accomplice too is a crazy woman, and we did this one day because the kids were just dead and they weren't doing anything. So I'm going to serve the ball to you, and whatever I serve you, you have to give back to me. Okay? And then we'll turn our backs and we'll walk away a little bit, and then we'll turn around and you serve the next ball. Now, what the ball is going to be is a facial expression. Whatever I give you, you have to give back to me. Okay? And we'll try to make it be very varied what our expressions are. Okay? So I'll start first. So just kind of turn your back. What am I doing? What do I do? Now you're going to turn it off. Somebody left me the glasses. And you know that some kids want to do that.
You're going to be on this website if you want.
I'm retired. So anyways, those are just a couple little things of getting kids out and doing stuff and hopefully getting the facial expression going. Let's sing a little more. Let's actually, I think, Macarule. We're going to read through that. And this is a great fun to do partners and back and forth moves on. 56. It sounds like quite a few people know this already. I hear people singing it, so. We do a lot of things with this, with partners and doing this type of thing on stage, and then this type of stuff, and of course, percussion. So a little bit of that. We'll start kind of slow and hum. Not quite ready, okay? Let's do when I take my sugar to tea next then, okay? 77. I'm sorry, but you have to stand up for this one because you have to feel it, okay? Let's not make up all the rhythms that we just did, okay? Right where you come in. A one, ready, and. Well, take my sugar to tea. All the boys are jealous of me. 'Cause I never take her where the rain goes. When I take my sugar to tea. A little more space. Dowdy, dowdy, that's me. Oh, yeah. She's all I have, baby, that's she. So I never take her where the gang goes. When I take my sugar to tea. Try separating quarter notes every Sunday afternoon. Sweet. We forget about our cares. Rubbing elbows at the wrist. With a million hands. When I take my sugar to tea, I'm as ritzy as I can be. 'Cause I never take her where the gang goes. When I take my sugar to tea. So now what's written coming up we can do, or we can make up our own, right? You don't have to do what's written. And here we go. Your afternoon. Staging possibilities, awesome. That's easy. This is popular. I'm going to actually play this for you, but what I want to tell you about this first is that we put this song together in about 2 rehearsals, and we had gone to New York that year, and we actually had bed bugs. And yeah, welcome to New York. And so the day of the Mother's Day concert, we had a long warm-up before the concert, and I went in there with the idea that we were going to make fun of this song. And our whole warm-up that day was totally making this song come to life and just have the kids emote it. And they hadn't emoted it before. They had it memorized, but they hadn't loaded it, and once we had the bugs. So this is what happened to cockroach, and I did send it to Neil Ginsburg and show it to him. He didn't, I don't know what was happening.
Nothing to be said about the cockroach which is kind. Praise or admiration is impossible to find. No one seems to care for it or welcome its approaches. Everyone seems clear of it except for other roaches. If people treated me that way, I know that I should mind. Is there nothing to be said about the cockroach which is kind? Is there nothing to be said about the cockroach which is nice? It must have done a favor for somebody once or twice. No one to speak up for it in friendly conversations. Everyone who shoulders it except for its relations. Whenever it is mentioned, people's faces turn to ice. Is there nothing to be said about the cockroach? I don't think that it's quite misunderstood. All that I can tell you is it does keep very quiet. And if you've got some bagels, I'd like to be more positive. I really wish I could. Is there nothing to be said about the cockroach
So, as you can tell, we didn't really know the song that well, and that was the only thing I could do to sing it. But kids love expressing like that. This is another song, and we had this one in Minneapolis at the the National Children's Chorus Conference. ACBA this year, and I thought it was kind of cool. I have not performed it. It's called Trolls, and it might give you some ideas. I don't just always do stupid music, but I do. 73 for Trolls. Trolling for Trolls.
Very high up in the mountains, in a dark and evergreen cave, live a family of giant trolls.
1, 2, 4. Try that again. that beautifully. Wow, wonderful. But we got the DVD going now, so we're going to end with Glory on the Journey.
Glory, glory, on a journey, glory, glory, on a journey, glory, glory, marvelous body, glory shining around. Jesus, glory on a journey, glory, marvelous glory, glory, shining around. Journey on, some don't stay just too long. God's never things that go wrong. We can sing our glory song. We have glory, glory, on a journey, glory, glory, on a journey, glory, glory, marvelous bodies, glory shining around. Glory on a journey, glory on marvelous glory, without glory, glory shines around. Though the storms of life assail us, still we know our songs won't fail us. We know to avail ourselves to be available. Glory, we got glory. We got glory, glory. We got glory. We got glory, glory. We got glory, glory, glory. Glory, glory, glory. Glory, glory, glory. Glory, oh, journey like the sunshine is just a joy of hearts and hands and voices. When we sing, the whole world rejoices and hope fills the air. We gotta keep on journeying, desire the journey, living, learning till the glory lies in the joy we share. The future depends on how much we care. Would it take nothing for this journey to travel along the glory road? Every time we see hallelujah, joy, joy, joy flows me out. Glory, glory, on the journey, glory, glory, on the journey, glory, glory, marvelous bodies, glory shining around. Glory on the journey, marvelous glory, we got glory, glory, shine around. Lift us higher, higher, higher. Lift us
Thank you so much, especially thank you for your rendition of God is Wonderful. So thank you for helping.